Exciting weekend in Loot Sports. Football probably got its biggest, actually no doubt, biggest win of the year against George Fox this weekend. George Fox was ranked 21st in the nation, but not anymore thanks to the football team. We beat them 13-3. Exciting game. The little bro, Brady Winter, had 8 catches for 92 yards. It was only 92, it wasn't 96, which is what I had earlier in the year, but he had a great game.
What? What? Okay, hold on. We're going to stop everything real quick because I was going to mention, Seth, there it is. There's the little brother players right there. Little brother praise, like happy for Brady.
Yes.
Not even a little bit because he goes back to a game that happened earlier in the year and says, I had more one game. What is this?
Hey, it's just that competitive spirit.
Is it though?
Yeah, me and Brady both have this competitive thing where it both pushes us to be better. Let's get back to the team. PLU won 13-3. Seth, Christian, any thoughts on that?
I do have to ask, just looking at the box score, what happened to make there be 7 turnovers in the game?
Combined?
Combined, yes. We threw 2 picks, fumbled once. Both of the picks were kind of. One pick was on 4th down. It was in the double coverage. We were just trying to get something because we needed to pick up the 4th down. The other one was a 3rd down conversion in the second half. Things were kind of tightening up, and so we kind of forced it in there too. Then the fumble was just a fumble. I have no response for that. But as for George Fox, our defense played lights out on Saturday. Yeah. They shut the Bruins down. Really, that 3 points, they had a big kickoff return to start the game out, and they went 3 and out. They were 1 for 12 on 3rd down.
Yes.
So
you said all right there. Also, PLU made a change at the kicking position. Alex Brost. Alex Brost had the kicking duties this week for the Lutes. He made all of his kicks. He had an extra point try that went through, and then he made 2 field goals. While on the other side, George Fox missed a pair of field goals. That was the difference of the game. We talked about field goals earlier with Blair Walsh. Alex Brost picks up the extra points for the Lutes, and there it is, big win for PLU.
And speaking of that, Brost also was the Northwest Conference Special Teamer of the Week.
Excellent.
Earning that honor after making those big time field goals and the extra point. So hey, props to him.
Yeah, let's move on to PLU women's soccer. PLU went to George Fox on Saturday morning. The Lutes beat the Bruins 1-0 from a goal on a goal from Kaylee Roselle. And then on Sunday, the Lutes played Lewis and Clark and tied 0-0. And Lewis and Clark has not done well all year long, so the tie right there was kind of confusing. But PLU played 22 players throughout that game, including a completely different starting lineup. So a chance there for head coach Seth Spitall to get a different group of girls into the game, and he did so. And it ended up in a double overtime tie, but it was good for the Lutes because they're heading to Thousand Oaks, California, where California Lutheran will host a regional tournament. PLU plays Whittier in round 1 on Saturday at 8 p.m., and then they will follow that up with a game on Sunday when they go ahead and they beat Whittier. Exciting things for the PLU women's soccer team. Keep up with all of that action on golutes.com because they're in the NCAA tournament and they seriously have a chance to go very, very deep in this thing because of how talented and how good this women's soccer team is. So good things happening for PLU women's soccer. Seth, you want to tell us about a little bit of volleyball action?
Sure, Christian. So they played a couple matches this last week. They took down Puget Sound and George Fox, sweeping both matches 3-0, pushing their conference record to 14-2 on the year, overall record at 20-4, and I believe they're locked up for first place too here now, right?
Yeah, they have won the conference, and the win on Wednesday night against Puget Sound gave them an automatic bid into the NCAA tournament, so they were cruising into the weekend. And then the selection show happened on Monday. PLU is heading to Georgetown, Texas, where Southwest will hold the regional. PLU plays Trinity, Texas in the first round on Friday at 10:30 a.m. So wake up and watch the Lutes. On Friday, another team that has a really good chance, if all things go right, to make another deep run. I mean, they played Trinity last year. They're familiar with Trinity. They also played Southwest last year, and I think that could be one of the teams they get if their bracket. I don't know if the bracket in front of me, but it could be one of the teams that they get. Mm-hmm. So another team that has a very good chance of going deep. So exciting things for PLU women's soccer and volleyball.
Heading to the pitch for the men's soccer team. They just had one game this weekend. It was against Puget Sound, those crosstown rivals that we like to, dominate usually. But anyways, we ended up Puget Sound won 1-0 over PLU, which was kind of set up, a bittersweet moment. We tied for the conference win. So technically we did win the conference, but due to a tiebreaker, to my understanding, Willamette gets the automatic bid. Mm-hmm. So kind of disappointing, even though we did share the tie for the conference. Overall, though, exciting weekend for the Lutes. Like I said, three teams won the conference. So good momentum to build on for next fall. 3
fall teams win Northwest Conference titles. Brad Hodkinson is once again the men's runner of the year for cross country. He's going to go on, probably do very well at regionals, and then go on and compete and again do very well at nationals. So
that dude is a beast, man.
He is
wild. I have no idea how he does it. Well, because for me, running is not fun, and somehow he finds a way to do it year in and year out. And I'm excited to see what he can do at nationals.
Yeah, that loss that the PLU men's soccer team had to Puget Sound really set up legitimately the only situation that could happen for them to not get a chance to keep playing, and it did. It's
so frustrating when it gets to the last game of the season and it's so close within your grasps, and it just falls out from underneath.
Well, and then what happens is you go back to a game that happened in September and go, whoa, we lost to Whitman for no reason. Why did we? And now you're not playing anymore because of something that happened. Like every game matters all the time. So
very true.
It's just tough break for the men's soccer team, and we definitely feel for them.
Yes, very, very true. And I know that they only graduated 2 seniors, but those 2 seniors are pretty big in their success. Eddie Nah and Bennett Bugby. Like we said last week, Eddie Nah had the goal record, I believe, scoring over 50 goals. And so that's going to be interesting to see how they replace those 2 key starters.
It will be very, very